Yes. Court calls the case of People versus Jason Pullins, 2123207. Counsel, state your appearances for the record, please.
Keely, on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Kolosowski on behalf of Jason Pullins.
Thank you. And sir, you are Jason Pullins. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I said yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear that. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Pullins, you're obviously here by video today, as is everybody else, but you do have the absolute right to be here in person for your sentencing in the courtroom with me. Are you waiving that right and requesting to be sentenced instead by video?
Whatever's easier for you.
Well, it's your right. So if you want to exercise it, we'll have you brought over. If you're fine doing video, we'll do it by video.
Do it by video.
Okay, thank you, sir. If you need to talk privately with your lawyer in this hearing, let us know and we'll put you into a breakout room, okay?
Right.
Have you had a full chance to talk to him so far?
Yeah, this morning.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Counsel, advisory guidelines were scored as a prior record variable level F, an offense variable level 1, an advisory range of 29 to 114 months. Any objection to that scoring, Mr. Kolosowski?
No objection to the guidelines, Your Honor.
Ms. Keeley, any objection?
Your Honor.
Okay. I just had a note to myself, counsel. It doesn't change the guidelines, but that PRV2 was maybe off, but let me just, it scored at 10 for 2 prior low severity felonies. So let me just see if I may have missed one somewhere.
One there. Yeah, it's a welfare fraud one, Your Honor. I think 11 of 16 and 8 of 16. Oh, wait a second here.
Oh, you know what? I might have been looking at the criminal history on the old one. Yeah, I think we're good then.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. The court does adopt an advisory guideline range of 29 to 114 months. Mr. Kolosowski, have you and your client had the opportunity to receive and review the pre-sentence report? And if so, any additions, corrections, or deletions to it?
We have, Your Honor, and we have no changes.
Thank you. Mr. Pullins, have you had the opportunity to review your pre-sentence report with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am, this morning.
Okay, and do you agree with him that it is factually correct with no additions, corrections, or deletions needed?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Keeley, any additions, corrections, or deletions?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Kolosowski, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client before I impose sentence?
Yes, Your Honor. It's obviously in reading the report, the court's fully aware of the procedural history here. Jason has some very deep mental health issues, and that need to be addressed. And are probably going to need to be addressed throughout the rest of his life. I did read in the report that I think that the last month or so, he's not been taking his medication. I can tell you that when Jason is taking his medication, he is a very, very different person than when he's not taking those medications. So it's going to be critical going forward that Jason stay on his meds, potentially have periodic reviews of those meds, but it's going to be a lifelong thing for Jason. Now, Your Honor, I did speak with our liaison from the Public Defender's Office, our social worker, and she's working diligently. I haven't, there's a release that we need to get signed by the parents and Jason, but they're working on finding him somewhere to be placed, because it doesn't appear that he can go back home, and we really don't know where Jason can go. It's going to be a real struggle to find him somewhere, somebody that will take him. They are working on that, Your Honor. When I do the calculation on the low end of the guideline, it only leaves about 6 or so more months. He's been in there for 599 days, so that's almost 2 years. I would ask the court to consider keeping him here local while pending some sort of placement. That's what we would like to see happen. I'm afraid that if Jace just holding Jason at the state prison level, I don't know what good that's going to do for him right now. He needs help. He needs to be monitored. And we're hoping that our friend and social worker at the Public Defender's Office can help us come up with some ideas there. So maybe hold him pending some sort of, maybe have a review hearing and see if we've got something for him where he can go. That's all I have. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Pullins, anything that you wish to say before I impose your sentences today?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Keeley, anything?
And I don't disagree with defense counsel that this is seriously a case of mental health issues, but it's also a matter of protecting the public. These are concerning allegations and now convictions that he's facing sentencing for. This could have gone a lot differently for several different groups in the community. I think that the sentence should be reflective of his conduct, and I think that would be what determine the Department of Corrections.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, Mr. Pullins, I do need to balance in my sentence today: public safety, punishment, rehabilitation and deterrence, things of that nature. And I do agree with your attorney that it appears that mental health issues drive some of your behavior, especially when untreated. But you do pose a very significant public safety risk in this court's mind. So I do believe that a sentence that confines you but also provides you with the opportunity for further treatment is a balanced and fair one. I'll sentence you to 29 months to 20 years with the Michigan Department of Corrections. You have credit for 599 days served, $68 in state costs, and a crime victim assessment of $130 are ordered. You do have a right to ask the Court of Appeals to review the conviction and sentence. You have a right to ask for a court-appointed attorney to assist you in that review if you are financially unable to afford your own. If you do wish to make the request, you'll need to fill out the paperwork I'm going to get to you at the jail and turn it back into the court within 42 days of today's date. Bond is canceled, and this is a habitual offender fourth sentence. Looks like we're dismissing count 2. Is that correct, counsel?
Correct, Your Honor.
Just looking here. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else, counsel?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, everyone.